Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
A wonderful Black couple reached out to me to share their story. They purchased a house in Fort Erie, Ontario, which is the last stop in Canada before you get to the Peace Bridge, which is the Canada-US border. They purchased a beautiful house. It looks beautiful on the outside. The neighborhood is beautiful. It's a newer subdivision. And little did they know that they had purchased a home that could collapse at any minute. Take a look at their story and we'll talk about it further.
Good afternoon, Diaspora News TV. My name is James Durban. This is my wife, Carolynn, and we're coming with our story.
We actually sold a beautiful home that we had because we said, our kids are getting bigger. We don't really need all the space and we want to downsize. So when we retire, we have a little bit more freedom. We moved to Fort Erie and we purchased a 1-year-old home. The 1-year-old home that we purchased turned into a living nightmare. We figured it had, the warranty from the Tyrion on it. And it also had, the city would have just inspected this house. Well, lo and behold, let me tell you, this house has ruined our life. As we moved into the house and things got put into our name, for example, the Tyrion, you cannot get any claims from the Tyrion until the house has exactly been put into your name. So myself and my husband had to wait maybe about a month before we were able to transfer the Tyrion into our name. We found out the previous owners had some claims on the house that we weren't aware of. We also found out that the city of Fort Erie had open permits on the house that we were not aware of. This has just started for the last almost 4 years, the downside of, our life. It has ruined us.
When we moved into the house, we found out that there was mold, there was water coming in, and with further investigations, we've got to find out that the concrete is not adequate that supports the house. The footing as well is inadequate, so the house, the concrete and the footing cannot support the house. So we have 2 big cracks on each side of the house, and it's basically a matter of time. It's not if it's gonna fail, it's when it's gonna fail. So this is the dilemma we're in now. Now we find ourselves that we have to pay a mortgage, pay legal fees to try and get out of this mess, and it's killing us. It's something I don't even wish on my worst enemy. Tell you the truth.
We still had some warranty, but the Tyrion only provides $300,000 on your home for anything that's wrong. Period. So if it's structural, if it's mold, if it's water damage, they cannot give you any more than a certain amount of money. Once we did all of our investigations, we were told that this house, the damage outweighs the cost of repair. So basically, you cannot repair the house. Several engineers that were hired through the Tyrion and also engineers that we hired ourselves. There was geotechnical engineers that came in, structural engineers that came in, who basically said, there's so much damage to this house that you really have to bring it down and bring it back up to code. So there's a lot of safety issues right now, which it's insane that we're still living in this house. We're living in a house with mold. We're living in a house that has structural damage. It has ruined our house where we can't even bring our family here. We cannot bring them here because, you know what? Our whole dining room is destroyed. We do not have a dining room. It's left covered in plastic. It's got structural damage, right? It's got water damage. It's affecting our health. It's affecting our safety.
Our marriage.
It's affecting our marriage. It's affecting our family. It affects the children. Because when we're stressed, everybody else is stressed. You know, I'm going to be honest, we've had some really good people in our life who will continue to call, check up on us, and even financially try and help us because we are sinking right now.
I had the pleasure of going out and actually meeting with James and Carolyn and taking their story. And I'll tell you, once again, this house looks good on the outside. Really, really beautiful. But as you can hear, they're going through it. They are at their wits' end. They are destitute. They have no more money. And this house is a teardown. They can't make anything. They can't take out a second mortgage. They can't do anything. And at this point, they're just working to pay bills and pay legal fees. They don't even have money for grocery. They have to decide which bill gets paid first. The light bill, the heating bill, mortgage. We are in winter. It is 9 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Ontario. And again, which bill do you pay? As you can see from the footage, the house is cracking. The foundation of this home is cracking. So they have been told that this house can literally collapse at any time because the foundation can no longer hold this home up. Inside the house, mold. If it rains or snows, water comes through like as though it's a waterfall. And they are going through all of this. They are not getting any help from the city. They have reached out to the mayor of the city. No help. They have a lawyer. Lawyer's not really doing much for them. Their friends abandoned them. Their family not helping them. They are truly by themselves and on their own. I am even going to say the neighborhood they live in, there are some Black couples that live there. Most of them are married to, the folks. And there is one Black couple that lives there as well. All of them are angry at James and Carolyn for fighting. And do you know what they're saying the reason is? Because they're going to bring down the value of the homes in that area. That to me is the peak of ignorance, because if Carolyn and James' home collapses, isn't that going to bring down the value of that neighborhood? Also, I'm told that there are other homes in the neighborhood that are going through the same thing. Yet everybody is staying silent except for Carolyn and James. What is wrong with you people? Why aren't you standing up for Carolyn and James? Why aren't you other Black people standing up for Carolyn and James? You're in the same situation. Shame on you. You are a foul, foul organization. The idea that you would build these subpar homes and not divulge anything and have these people purchase these homes knowing that the foundation isn't strong and that it can collapse at any moment, and you just wipe your hands and say, too bad for this Black couple. Who cares? And same goes for the town of Fort Erie. You're foul. And to the mayor of Fort Erie, Wayne Reedcop, you're foul too. You have these residents in here purchasing a house. All of their money's gone. All of their life savings gone. Can't even decide which bill to pay so that they can keep some form of energy on so that they can continue to live. And to those who are wondering, why don't they just move? Where are they going to go? They have no money. They have no money. So it's not like they can leave and go and rent somewhere. So here you have a couple that's sitting on a ticking time bomb with no other alternative or option. And this town and these builders have the nerve to not try and make this couple whole, that they have to spend money suing so that they can be made whole. This is the level of beyond inhumane that you can do this to people who have worked hard, are finally ready to retire and live out the rest of their lives enjoying themselves, enjoying their new home in Fort Erie. And this is what you do to them? To the Black community, we need to stand up for this couple. We need to help this couple. They have a GoFundMe. I've put it up. Please reach out and help this couple out. They really, truly have nothing. And as you can see from the clip, Carolynn is very emotional because they know what they're going through. But they're going to continue to fight. And we have to continue to fight with them and stand up with them. So to all of my community out there, please let's come together and help Carolynn and James out. Again, the GoFundMe information is here. Reach out to them. James Durban, Carolynn Myers. Let's help this couple out. Let's continue to keep this story viral, keep sharing so that it stays at the forefront. Let's keep leaning on the town of Fort Erie, the mayor of Fort Erie, to make sure that they win this lawsuit. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. Also, don't forget to download the African Diaspora News app. You can grab it at the Google or Apple store. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Black Experience with Emma Ansah. Until next time, please be safe, everyone.